Good morning, guys. We are on day 2 of lesson 17, talking about point of view. And yesterday we were looking at this on page 270 about the picture of the kids. You know, the little girl who come in and said, "Meet Lizzie, my new pet lizard." The one that said, "Cool, can I see it up close?" And the one that was sitting far across the room and it's like, "Oh, does it bite?" And we learned that the character's point of view is just if you know the character's point of view in a story, then you will understand how they think and feel about what's happening. And that's what we did in those cartoons. And on 271, we finished filling out the chart on what each character, their point of view, and what were the details that kind of gave us that information. So today, you should be reading a story called Stage Fright. And if you look up in the top right corner, you see our genre. This is a play. So that's why you got Amy, Pete, Amy, Pete. So right off the bat, we know who the characters are. We know it's Amy and Pete. It also, in a play, will give you the setting. And sometimes will give you what's going on in the story, kind of setting you up because it's only talking about a point of time in a story. So you should be reading this. I wanted to give you a couple clues on how to read a play. Of course, you need to kind of change your voice a little if you can. You have right here where you see on paragraph 6, and it has Pete, and then in parentheses, these little things here are called parentheses. It says frowning, and that's like directions on if when you're reading a play, that's the directions on what you should be doing. If you look down here on paragraph 8, it tells you again, Pete looks down and shakes his head. You don't read that part out loud when you're reading a play. That's what you do because a play, you're acting it out. After reading this play, you should go back to the closed reader habits. And it says underline sentences and the dialogue. And the dialogue is just what they're doing. It's the conversation they're having. And that's what Pete and Amy are having. Look, underline sentences in the dialogue that tell you how each character feels about being in the play. So you would want to go through and underline different things about each character, about how they feel about being in the play. So this is actually a play about a play. Kind of funny, huh? And then if you look on the next page, on page 273, they give you another chart. And remember, a chart, we don't have to have complete sentences, but we do need to make sure that we have a complete thought as far as your phrasing. It says finish the chart to show each character's point of view. Put 2 or 3 details in the last column. So you would have Amy. What's her point of view? What does she think about being in the play? And then you would have the 2 or 3 details about it. So you would write something from the story that would tell you that's how she feels about being in the play. And then you have Pete. And if you look at the bottom of this, again, we would be talking to our people in our class. And I hate that we don't have that, but you can think aloud. You can talk to someone in your house if you have someone there helping you right now. It says take turns reading the play out loud with your partner. How does your voice change to show each character's point of view? And then show what you mean. So, in other words, just show how you would read it and change your voice. And number 3 is your short response. And that is going to be answer written down on page 276. Why does Pete feel the way he does about the play? Use details from the text in your answer, and then write your answer in the space on page 276. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fill out this chart with you guys. Amy, after you read this story, Amy she's pretty excited about the play. So I'm going to write that she is excited. Now my video is about to end and I'm going to have to do a part 2. Make sure you've read the play before you come back and finish looking at part 2. Okay, guys?